Brody, do you think I should try to hang on it?
Yep.
All right, it says it weighs 1,000 pounds. Let's see if that's true. Maybe I'll have to go stagger my grips a little bit. All right, so my wife and baby and I recently moved into this new house, which is awesome. We've got this big garage, but we've got tons of stuff that we don't know what to do with it. We've got the Christmas decorations, the baby stuff in case we have that other baby, and tons of other things that just need to get stored away, because right now they're on the floor in our garage. What I've got today is the Versarac by NewAge, and I'm gonna put that up on the ceiling. It's the Versarac Pro. You can kind of see it here if you can get the camera on this. So this is the Versarac Pro, and we're gonna do an entire NewAge garage essentially, but the first step is gonna be to get things off the floor so I can start getting cabinets and stuff put down and flooring put down. So follow me as we install these overhead racks and we'll see how strong they are. So if you guys are like me, total amateur DIYer, but you've got a house, maybe you just moved into a house, maybe a new house like us, and you have to do a lot of projects. Don't be too intimidated. Most of this stuff is doable for people of all different skill levels. I'm a total DIYer. I'm not here to preach to you and tell you how to do stuff and the right way to do everything. I'm not an expert at all. I'm a self-taught DIY, dad pro, if you will. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna install these L brackets up on the ceiling, and they're gonna go perpendicular to the studs. And so we're basically gonna put 2 bolts, one in each end of these, and then I've already gone ahead and marked on the ceiling, which I'll show you in a second, the studs where they are. I've gone and done that beforehand, and I've also marked where our first beams need to go. So there's gonna be 2 of these on the back end of the garage and then 2 on the more front end of the garage. And if you see here in the background, you might see this scaffold system that I got. This is off of Amazon. It is pretty sturdy. You do have to carefully step on this thing because it is narrow front to back, but I have 2 ladders here and I have the scaffold system. That's gonna help me go back and forth instead of having to move a ladder every 5 seconds. And then you get up there and you're like, it's not quite right. You're bending backwards, something like that, and you have to readjust it. So hopefully, if you guys are looking for a simpler solution, I'll have a link to this down in the description below. And once we get these installed, we're gonna come over here, and I've already unboxed the rest of the stuff in the packaging. So I've already unpackaged. This is everything in the box right here. And all that's left is the grating for the shelving up there. There's hardware, and we're gonna figure out how all this stuff goes. We're following the instructions here, or the suggestions, as my buddy likes to call them, and we're gonna get it all set up. As long as you get your measurements done and you feel good there, we can go ahead and start bolting stuff in. I'm gonna be using a drill, I'm gonna be using a nut driver, an impact driver, and I'm gonna be wearing my safety glasses because I don't want to get a bunch of sawdust in my eyes. I'm not a safety freak, but it is kind of annoying when you have to blink out sawdust for the rest of the day. So I'll check in with you guys from the scaffold. All right guys, so we're up here. I put in 1 bracket. Basically what needs to happen is there's a set distance that these brackets need to be apart from each other where there's a hole, and I've got that marked right here. But I need to mount it on the studs, which are right here and then right here. So I'm gonna drill the pilot holes with my drill here, and then I'm gonna grab the lag bolts and install the actual brackets. So we'll be right back after I drill these pilot holes, so you can check me do that. All right, so it's very simple here. We're just gonna install these brackets, big hole side up, and then you're just gonna take your socket set and tighten them down. I wouldn't tighten them all the way because we are going to be probably needing to have some play in here when we go to actually mount the crossbars. So this will require coming back around to doing a final tightening on the nuts and bolts that we are installing here. And then once you have this vertical bar, just a little installed there, we can go ahead and get our crossbar, and then we can get our extension. So for the extensions, I'm going starting at the 4th hole up here, and then I'm going to put another one at the bottom hole here. And they go 1 on this side and 1 on this side when you're installing those. And that keeps this thing from twisting or having too much tension on one of those bolts. Yeah. Yeah, why? What? Oh, okay. Come, bring her in here. Bring her in here. Hi. Good night, baby girl. I'm right here with you. I'm gonna come see you after your nap's done.
Yeah. Okay, sleepy great.
Blow a kiss.
Little kiss. Can you blow a kiss? Good
Thank you.
job.
Man, it's fun being a dad.
Oh, I got the whole thing recorded for you.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, so we got our vertical beams installed and everything's mounted to the ceiling. Next are the cross beams that are going to be the foundation of the base. And we're going to see now, to know the truth, if these fit into the slots that we created here. Look at that, like a glove. We were playing around with the horizontal crossbar, which is the 8-foot one. And the way what you have to do is you have 2 segments and they're connected by this bridge. So this piece goes overlapping with this one, and then it overlaps with another one, creating one long horizontal support bar. Now, you install those with these carriage bolts that are included, which is pretty straightforward. I don't think it takes much explanation there. And what we're going to do is we're essentially going to put this together, and then we're going to stand on the ground and just hang it up. Because if you're 6 feet tall or so, like you should be, it's going to be easy enough to just reach up there and put it together. So there comes a time in every project where you get close to the end, and we're getting there now. One of the last steps is to connect these crossbars, and there's 4 screws, 4 screw holes, and then there's these kind of soft metal, not soft metal, but thin metal crossbars. And they come together in the center here, and all kind of connect together right here with one bolt, and that's what we're doing right now. It's going to take a little finagling to figure out where that center point is. I'll get this nut on there, and I'll tighten these down. And then my assistant Brody, I've been having a good time.
Yep.
It's pretty fun. He's been helping me a lot. He's an engineering student, and he's my neighbor, and he's been sanity checking me every step of the way, reading the instructions too, and prepping the hardware and all that stuff, and operating the camera. So he should know, is the next step we're just going to lay the grid down?
Crossbars.
Crossbars. So there are some crossbars, but we're out of hardware though, right? So this is the last hardware install?
I think they just lay down there.
So they just lay down there. So we're going to do this last hardware install. We're going to lay down the crossbars, and then we're going to put the grates on, and I'm going to show you guys what that finished product looks like when we get back here in a second. Hope you're having a good time too. Good luck with your project. Don't give up. Don't give up now. You have kids. They're counting on you. We sat here for 5 minutes trying to figure out how to put these grates on. You have 2 end pieces, right? Check these out. These are different. These have a little shelf on the end, okay? The other ones are just a basic U shape. The little shelf that sits low goes on the outside of each end of your Versarac. Then there are these little troughs here for the other side, and they go like this. Then you take another basic U-shaped one of the grates, and you put it in here, and you continue the process down to the other end where you put your other shelf piece of your grate. When that's done, you're done. That was a fun project. The NewAge Versarac Pro install on the ceiling. You can see behind me there's 4 cases up there. That is nothing. That thing's gonna hold a ton of stuff. So we went practically the full depth that you can do and the full width that you can do. And it seems pretty strong. So it says it can hold 1,000 pounds. Brody, do you think I should try to hang on it?
Yep.
All right, it says it weighs 1,000 pounds. Let's see if that's true. Maybe I'll have to go stagger my grips a little bit. All right, there you go. It took my weight, and I weigh about 230 pounds. So that's pretty good. I think I can go report back to my toddler that her father's in good shape as a DIYer. I hope you guys are too. Good luck with your project. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, how it went for you, how you think it went for us, maybe some critiques if you have them. NewAge, I gotta say, if you're watching this video, NewAge, include a little extra hardware. There is 0 extra hardware. If you guys drop something, if you lose it, whatever, you're going to the hardware store. You're going to Ace, you're going to Home Depot, you're going to Lowe's, wherever it is, to get some washers and some nuts or whatever you need, some lag bolts like I might need, and we won't talk about that. But there's 0 extra. You need everything that thing comes with. So if you drop something and it goes behind a corner, don't think you're gonna find an extra one in there. Go pick it up, go find it. Brody hooked me up. He went and found some of my dropped stuff because I have some Butterfingers. Isn't that right?
deal.
Yeah, that's right. All right, thank you guys. If you liked the video, if you thought it was worth it, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it, tell NewAge to sponsor the next video. This was not sponsored at all. NewAge has no idea this video was getting made. But I went hard on their company, so maybe we'll take notice as I do future projects. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Stick around for the next one.